Uh, G'day guys, how's it going? Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. Standard technical difficulties. So one thing I've learnt the hard way, I've done it 2 weeks in a row now, is if I don't completely exit all my apps when I shut the computer down, next time when I turn it on and try to load the camera, it doesn't actually work for me. So I've literally just gone live as I've got the camera working. I haven't even got the camera positioned where I want it and all that sort of jazz, but it looks alright. It's not as normally good as I normally have it set up. But how is everyone? G'day Blake, g'day Chev. Hope everyone's well. Oh look, I've still got my gym singlet on. I didn't even put a shirt on. Just completely unprepared. So first of all, good day to anybody watching this after the fact. How are you? Thanks for watching. If you hit the like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah, it's getting warm. So for anybody who doesn't know, I actually wear singlets 99.9% of my life. I actually put shirts on to record my videos. And if I'm cold, I'll wear a singlet with a jumper over the top. I just don't wear shirts. I don't like them. G'day, Ed Star. I don't know if I've seen your face before. Maybe. Yeah, probably, but I just don't know. Does anybody watching trade crypto? Because it's an exciting time right now. So if I keep looking to the side, it's because I'm watching some coins, and if I pause for a bit and go on my phone and just completely ignore the live stream, it's because I'm trying to buy a coin. So I'm going to take a moment to share this on Facebook and all that jazz, because not only could I not go live, also the computer wasn't letting me on Facebook, and StreamYard was frozen, and OBS Studio was also frozen. It was just a bad time. I'm on Binance, however you want to say it. I've actually got no coins at the moment. I've got USDT, so yeah, I'm looking to buy back in, but I think it might be a bit too soon. Wait and see. Literally, the next hour probably is going to make me decide what I want to do, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to talk about it too much on here because I can guarantee most of the people watching don't know anything about it. Happy it's Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday. I think that's like one of the great things about the live stream too, is like I just love getting home and it's like the end of the week. Well, actually I've got to work tomorrow, but it's still the end of the week. G'day Nathan, I think I missed you there. I think I said hello to Blake before I even started this chatting, didn't I? What's the weather like here? It is perfect. It is like 23 degrees, blue skies, yeah, blue skies, and it's actually going to be raining on the weekend, so I might go motorbike riding. And I keep saying this, but it's like, might be the last motorbike ride for the season, but we keep getting rain, so it makes for good motorbike riding. Let's talk about discus for a second. I'm thinking about taking the neon blue Acaras out, but the only problem with that is I don't want to sell them because like they're a useful breeding pair. Oh, if anybody, only in Perth for now, but if anybody wants neon blue Acaras, I've got some for sale. My dog's crying for some reason. So I got something that I need to talk about to the channel, but I'll ask you guys. I think I might have lightly mentioned it, but what, 44? No, thank you. I mean, yeah, great. The power bill is going to be cheaper when it's that hot, but 44, that is insane. I think the hottest I've ever experienced personally is like 42. So that is hot. So I got tiles for my house. They're quite long. They look like wood, but it's not wood. Kind of ironic considering I work with wood every day and I bought tiles that look like wood, but I didn't buy actual wood. So basically my reason for telling you that is tiling is going to tie up a huge part of my life in the next couple of months. I'm not a tiler, and I'm just going to wing it. I might watch a few YouTube videos first, but basically I don't know whether to try upload some fish-related crappy videos on the days that I tile because I'm so tired from tiling and all that. Or do I just share my experience tiling with you guys? It will still be kind of fish-related because this fish tank behind me has to move. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet. The light is actually attached to the ceiling. So I think I want to try and move it, tile, and literally move it back 24 hours after tiling so it get grout and everything in. Oh, am I gone? What happened? Hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know what's going on today. My computer doesn't want to play cricket. Can you? Oh yay, OBS has crashed. That's fun. Alright, so I'm glad you can still hear me. So for future reference, for me and for you, let's close OBS before I close my laptop next week, or this week for next week. Close every program. Hopefully you can still hear me. I just shut down OBS. Look at that. That's a pretty symbol. Man, I'm really not having a good time. I'm sorry, guys. I think it might be actually something wrong with my laptop, to be honest, because I can't even open Facebook to send myself PBS is fine, mate. Is it? Yeah, there's something going on with my laptop because now what is that? Basically, I can't open Facebook or nothing. So let me just start virtual camera. I really need to buy a new computer, I think. Yay, I can see me. Hopefully you can see me. Basically, I've got a computer in my lounge room, which I've streamed on before. You guys have seen me there. But the graphics card has been overclocked, and even when I clock it back, it's still unstable. I kind of stuffed the graphics card. So it's kind of like I either run this slow as hell laptop that runs, well, usually smooth, or I run the computer, which I risk crashing. Oi, Jack, stop it. I really got to close the front door when I go live because my dog sits at the front door crying at everything that goes past. Oh, Thirsty. G'day, mate. How are you? Have I missed anyone else? All right, so I'm going to try again. Let's try. If anybody wants to share it on Facebook for me, that would be great because I can't seem to bloody do it. I didn't really think it would make much difference, but it obviously does because we've only got 10 viewers. We're normally averaging 25 or so by now. copy the link. Wow, this must be riveting for your viewing experience. All right, we'll give it one more go. So how's everyone been? Did I go live? I went live last week, hey? It feels like forever. So the date's the 27th. That means that next Friday will be the first YouTube members raffle. So if anybody who doesn't know, if you're a member, tier 1, you get 1 raffle ticket a month. Tier 2, you get 2 raffle tickets a month. Tier 3, you get 10, I think it is. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Tier 3 was just a bit of a joke. It recommended 3 tiers, so I put one ridiculous one on there. I'm also, while we're on the subject of giving me stuff, I've got a family friend that owns a PO box, and I'm thinking about getting the details so you guys can have it, because I want to do a fan mail episode. I'll just collect them until I've got like a good 10 things to open. I don't even want them to be valuable. I want the things that get sent to me to be worth less than $5. Like, I don't want, it's not about getting things that are valuable, but one of my favorite things is watching famous YouTube channels and watching them open fan mail. It is just so funny. And like watching them eat like silly things and all that sort of jazz. So like my main goal, like not even getting monetized and all that, my first personal goal for YouTube was always do a fan mail episode. I've wanted to do that since the day I started YouTube. I've talked about it before on my channel, and I think I've mentioned it in live streams before. Yay, so I finally got to send myself a link. I almost won in Bitcoin, but I didn't. All right, so now I've got the link sent to my phone. You guys don't need to know about that. So yeah, I think fan mail would be the coolest thing. Nathan, what did you do, Nathan? Where'd you share it? Now I can't even. I'm a bit flustered, guys. Can you tell? It sucks. Like, yeah. Last week, I set all the camera up, and I sat here, or was it the week before, for like 15 minutes before I had to go live, and then the camera actually went flat during the live stream. So, oh, thanks, Nathan. I appreciate that. I won't worry about it then. It saves me trouble. And also, one thing about you sharing that on Facebook, Nathan, I find that when somebody else shares your video and it's not you, it seems to do so much better than if you share it yourself. So I really actually do highly appreciate that. G'day, Craig. How are you? And Tatarsdale. That's Taters. Tattersalade? I can't remember. I think that's the first time I've tried to pronounce it, but jump straight across to the members from the Patreon I see there. Thanks a lot for that. So, yeah, basically what I was saying is that I tried to set the camera up a little bit later today and everything just froze on me. So I'm a bit startled on that still, but it's all good. So I was talking about this tank. How sidetracked did I just get? Look at it. One of my discs is looking a bit average. Might have to worm them, I reckon. Actually, no, I only wormed them like 3 weeks ago. That's not very long ago. So yeah, I kind of, this neon blue Akara here, the single one, I'm going to give that to my brother-in-law. He's got a display tank that would suit that one. And then the breeding pair, they're about to breed now, but once they lay eggs this time, after this batch, I might consider getting a solo tank for them. And then, so basically, you know how my discus are always hiding, especially when I'm sitting in front of it, waving the chair around. I want to take everything else out, all the other fish, except for Siamese algae eaters, and try going discus only and see if they're a bit more active, because people, the neon blue Akara definitely dominate the tank, and I think it's affecting the discus behavior. Just opened my first can, rabbit. Oh, having a tinea. Hey. Oh, John's here. G'day. How's those legal fish going for you? I still can't believe like the limitations over that side of the world. Well, it's actually that side of the country. But yeah, the fish you sent me the other day in the photo of, I can't believe that they're not meant to be there. That's insane. And it's just crazy. Like, I really wonder what the policing is like. If I just sent a box not labeled as fish, I wonder if it would get picked up, because it's only like interstate package. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll send an unlabeled box one day. I feel like I want to try it just for the rebelliousness of it, but I don't want to go to jail. What type of discus are they? There's 2 snow whites, and that's all I know. Oh, one's a red rose. Yeah, the red rose is the one that's like in that back corner. It's literally right between those two, but you actually can't see it on the camera because it's gone that dark and blending in with the background. There's actually, believe it or not, there's actually like about 12 discus in there. But yeah, so I just want to take the neon blue Akaras out, see if they swim around more. If they don't swim around more, I'm changing the tank. I'm kind of over the plants too. G'day Jackson, how are you? Look at this. So I've got corkscrew vallus that has grown all the way to the front of the tank now. And the tank is so deep that it's hard to even trim it. The other problem is if I start trimming that and pulling that out, it's going to rip up all my Braziliensis, the ground cover. So I'm pretty over it. My CO2 is almost empty as well. I think it's still bubbling. I think I told you guys last week it's almost empty, so it must be doing half decent. Mr. Vags, thanks, mate, and hello. I've been trying hard, believe it or not. I feel heaps better. And the last 5-6 months, I've really turned my life around for the positive. I don't know, all the OGs that watch all the videos, I don't know if it reflects on the video how much happier I've been the last few months. I think it would. Generally, even when I'm in a bad mood, I try to keep a positive persona in the videos, but it doesn't always happen. And speaking of keeping positive, I've got something negative to chat about. So he might even be watching, but I'm still going to talk about it. So if someone asks you for a flowerhorn pair, right, and then they basically have a story to tell, and then you end up doing a pair really cheap. So basically, sell a pair to a person. Considering also, remember this, I rarely ever sell females. So the fact that I sold a female in the first place is already an achievement. So then I sell a pair for $500. The guys talked me down to $500, just basically a story which I'm not going to go into on the channel. Also, age brackets and everything played a factor in it. There was a lot of things. I sold it for probably 60 to 70% of the price I would normally sell a pair for. Then, a few days later, I find out that he's offering the pair to somebody that I know for $850. And he's sending photos of my photos that I took of the fish, and marked up the price by $350. What's that? That's like 70-something% markup. No. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So my question is, am I being a dick for being outraged about that? Or do you take the view of the fish is not mine anymore, so what he does with it is nothing to do with me? What sort of side of the fence do you think I should be on? Because I know what side of the fence I'm on. I think you guys know what side of the fence I'm on. But, like, yeah. I just think that is so rude. And especially coming off the back, last week I made a video, and the person actually watches my videos daily, and so they're probably watching right now. I'm not going to mention any names, but anyway, I literally stated in my video last week that on-selling is something that I despise, and like he's literally done it in the process of doing that to me as I made that video. I'm just going to let the dog out, guys. All right, dog's out. C4 trolling, thanks for doing the video on the profit making. Yeah, no worries. Goes out to anyone. If anybody wants me to make a video, just send me a message or a comment saying what you want to see. Yeah, if you're on Facebook or me, you don't have to look far to figure out who I'm talking about. But I just don't want to say any names in the live stream. And I also confronted him, and he tried to tell me that he had no choice but to sell the fish. But I don't know. Just seems like a tall story to me. Craig says set a price and stick with it. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Like, he's ruined that for everyone. I've been pushed around lately with my pricing, and I think people don't understand that the pair that I bred to make those fry, the boy was $2,000. Like, and people get upset with me that I'm trying to get $400 for a boy. It's like, yeah, it just does my head in a bit. But like you guys saw in the video the other day, that the fish room's turning at a small positive, and that's all I could ever ask for. So I'm not saying I want to make more money and become a millionaire. I don't like being taken for a ride. Like it could be a $5 fish, and then I find out someone's selling it for $8.50, and even though it's only $3, I would still be just as annoyed, you know. Reggie, happy fish keeping to you too. Good evening from the Philippines. I'm pretty sure Philippines might be the same time. What's it called? Time thing as Perth. Is it 6 p.m. in the Philippines right now? Oh. So it's bizarre. I didn't sell any flower horns for like probably close to 2 months. And then the last 2 weekends, I've sold a couple. And then I've actually got 3 people messaging me right now asking about them. So I don't know what to do. I don't. Here's another question for you. What do you do in this situation? I guess it's just first in, best dressed, but 3 people messaging me at the same time. Obviously, I've got a few available, but like, do I send 3 different pictures to the 3, or do I send all of the pictures to the 3 and then, you know, like if 2 people say yes on the same fish, and then it's like, oh no, sorry, I sent that photo to you 3 minutes ago, but sorry, it's sold. Oh, have you guys watched South Park? And Stan and his dad go into the bank and they're like, oh, so we're just going to invest this money and it's gone. And they're like, what do you mean it's gone? It's gone. Some of you might remember that one. Set your price, mate. Make your mind up if you want to turn wholesale or quality at retail. I think that one of the biggest problems with flower horns is actually the retail market. If you go to like what's going on? Oh, it's not complete. Yeah, it's gone. And it's gone. I don't actually know what's going on here because that's gone off OBS as well. What can you guys see? You can still see my logos. Oh, this is a fail of a stream. I don't really mind when things fail, but because it keeps things entertaining. One thing is, we can fix that in a minute. I'm so unorganized, guys. I haven't even sent myself the link to log in on my phone to. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anybody who's streamed before knows what I'm talking about, but the rest of you don't. Just having a bad time, aren't we? Alright, so instead of fixing the computer, let's just get my phone up, hey? And then I want to show you some flower horn eggs, which some of you might have already seen on Facebook, but start a reserve price. I should just do like Facebook group chat and like invite them all in the group and be like, fight. Yeah, so basically what's all right, remove. G'day. Hi. All right, so We need to swap the Wi-Fi. There's a process, you guys know. Am I back? Am I back? Hope so. My koi pond's having a bad time, guys. There's a leak, and it's got to the point where the water level's dropping quite quickly. Bit of a sneak peek at the leak. So it's actually right here. You can see the algae on the plastic. That's a dead giveaway that there's a leak. But I don't want to just re-Sikaflex this. I want to get rubber grommets for it. But that's the job for another day. If you guys haven't noticed, when there's like little leaks and stuff, I kind of leave them until they get to like breaking point. Look at this. We've got the kiwi fruit. This is a dog's toy. All right. So I guess we'll start with the negative news first. These eggs that were in here, they're infertile. I don't know actually. I don't know why I've still got an air stone in there, but we've got eggs here. Those white ones there should actually be loose. Maybe not. They've literally gone white in the last few minutes. I cleaned all the white ones off before I started the stream. The annoying thing about them laying on the glass is I can't use methylene blue. And when I can't use methylene blue, I've got to make sure I keep on top of getting rid of the white eggs so the other eggs don't get fungus on them. It's a morning and night process, literally doing it 2 to 3 times a day until they start wriggling. It's a bit of a drama. So this is the dad. You can see his cock's deflated. It's crazy how much it actually goes down when he breeds. Charles never went down when he bred. He always stayed pretty good. And then the girl is actually in this cage here. And I've actually put the gold base male up here. So I want to get these two used to each other. She lays every 2 weeks on the money. So I've got 2 weeks to get them comfortable with each other. Get these out of there ASAP. And then I'll actually get the divider out and just have the cage. But yeah, she doesn't lay on the plate. That's the 3rd time she's laid on the glass. It's quite annoying. So I think this boy here, he's already sold. I'm thinking about selling this short body because I've got so much attention at the moment, but I think he would come with a hefty price tag. I couldn't see myself letting him go for anything under 600, simply because like he's so valuable to me because I really want to breed a short body line. But the only reason I would sell him is because I've got this coin-shaped boy here. So there's short body, which is like the square, shorter body. Go sideways so I can look at it. And then, so this is coin body. So it's like the shape of a coin, like round. He's not going to move for me. But anyway, I don't know. It's so tough to decide. I kind of want to sell it. So if I get this batch here to a decent size, I'm going to sell that boy there. Richard, his name is. It'll crush me, it really will. But I want to keep progressing, like next generation, next generation. So I really just, at this stage, at this point in time, you need to make decisions on what space you've got and how far you want to progress your line. So it gets a bit difficult. Let me catch up with the comments. All right. So Thirsty says the coin shape looks like a parrot. That is definitely a parrot, a red parrot throwback. So the father of all of these had parrot traits. So maybe not recently, but within like the last few generations, there's definitely parrot blood in my flower horns. So that's why you're seeing that parrot shape. So one thing I'm worried about is if he gets pop gut, which is where the gut pops out the bottom. So if he got pop gut, then he would be my selection out of the two to breed. But so when this happens, what happens here is at the moment he is what I want to breed over him. But then what happens if he gets pop gut and I sell this guy? Then I guess it wouldn't matter if I bred pop gut, but you guys know what I mean. The only other thing is I haven't found a short body female for him, but the problem with the short bodies is they're the ones that get smashed the quickest when they're young. There's one, not you guys probably won't even be able to see because of how dirty this tank is. I'm gonna take all these out and overhaul this tank in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Where is she? Can't see her. There's actually I found another deformity in here that I need to cull. Oh, that one there. One ugly fish. I've got to get him out. There's a few in here that I've got to get out. I really like this one. It's lacking pearls, but it's got like a double script up on its fin. That's pretty cool. Oh, that there. So she's the shortest girl that I can see in there. She's reasonably short. The only other place to look is in the IBC. Let's get some light on the IBC. Can I get light? And we can have a look together. Live action, guys. Oh, I need to tell you some sad news too. All right, you ready for some sad news? So this tank here, 2 out of the 4, right here, dead fish warning. 2 out of the 4 have jumped out. So I'm gonna have to put something there. I'm thinking black egg crate would be the most decent looking, or even maybe this stuff. Just make sure they're not small enough that they can't fit through those holes. Longer body, longer lifespan. I think I would generally say yes to that. Short bodies seem to come with health issues, but I think flower horns are a pain in the ass, to be honest. I've sold a couple of boys that were a couple of years old I'm really not just winning. I'm really not winning today, guys. Technology is beating me. So I'm on flowerhorns as a general thing. I'm gonna say they live for, from what I've found, they live for like five years or so. I've definitely seen people with some that are older than that, but I've yet to grow one, have one for 5 years myself. Charles and Elsa both died at around 2 years old, but I don't know if that's just because they're like the Thai bloodlines is different to the Australian ones. Oh, there's a shortish one there. I haven't put a light on this IBC for a long time, guys. There's another fader there. I'm getting quite a few faders. Oh, that looks like a boy. Look, there's a shorty there, but I think it's a boy. That's going to be a nice boy, actually. I think what I'm going to do next, look, that one's going to be nice. What I might do next time is when they're like small, if I do see short base, separate them and grow a few short base out together. I swear I saw one just before, now I can't see it. So a few of the ones in this tank are culls, guys, because this is where I threw like that one there. Look at that, that's crap. I threw the culls in here to cycle it, and then I left the culls in here when I started putting some good ones in here. That fader is pretty short. Kind of short. This one here looks kind of short. Yeah. But I don't have I don't have a girl, sorry, that is as short as that boy. Did I say that? You guys know what I mean. What's the chat doing? Oh, Chris, hybrid cichlids. Yeah, they are hybrid. But shit happens. Nathan loves their Arca. John, how's the waterfall tank? I think I just kind of covered it. It's failing as far as holding fish, but the actual tank's going all right. It's real dirty because I like squeezed out sponges in it to get a cycle going. That could be one of the reasons that they jumped out as well, is like the ammonia spiked and the poor water conditions made them jump. But I don't know. I might try a couple more culls in it and see what happens. G'day, Chef. Have you been? You said hello before. Have you been gone? That's the word. Gone. Did you disappear for a while there? Reggie, bro, is Australian. Flowerhorns are not banned in Australia, but it is illegal to import them. So you can't bring them into the country from like Thailand. So it's kind of a grey area. It wouldn't be like, I'm guessing in the Philippines, you can just bring what you want, but we can't. And that's the reason they hold a higher price. The Bocochromis have stopped breeding. I think they've been fighting. I haven't had a mouthful for a couple of weeks. I need to sell a couple of boys, I think. There's definitely a bit of testosterone in the tank. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I think I want to breed that one. But realistically, if I'm going to breed this one, I need a female from those eggs, because I don't really want to breed brother and sister again. I want to breed that would be niece with uncle. It's still crossing, but it's like, I think it'll be less chance of deformities. Let's try get my laptop to work again, hey? So yeah, what do you guys reckon? Should I sell the short body and concentrate on the coin body? I don't know. So, decisions to be made. Decisions. What's going on here? You guys sit there, and then I can work out this while you're still watching. It must be my camera being a poo. Maybe. Don't know. I reset OBS and the camera's still not coming up. Come on. Come on. Philippines are in for all fish. Oh, that's interesting, Reggie. So you're saying that Australian breeders have a reputation around the world for being good because we can't import. Is that what you mean? So the biggest problem we have in Australia is not only because we can't import. So like in Thailand, they have farms that are dedicated to breeding. All right, are we back? Whoa. Go away. But by the way, I heard your intro in FishTuber. Do you mean you heard somebody listening to it, watching my videos? Is that what you mean? So the problem we have in Australia is in Thailand there is farms that's really cool. That actually is awesome that you heard somebody listening to my video. That is awesome. We don't have hybrid farms. So like in Thailand, there's farms that purely just breed like Viha hybrids, and they cross them and make like a 4 bloodline mix that is used to make camphor flowerhorns. And we don't have. Oh, he's copying my intro. That's all right. People can copy. G'day, Pete. How are you? So the problem we have in Australia is like I can breed flowerhorns and cross different flowerhorns to refine lines, but I don't have the fish that are the base fish to make like a new line sort of thing. So yeah, that's the only thing. That's what makes it so hard in Australia. But I think I'm doing okay for what I've got. I was lucky to get an import, so like I could mix the import into the Australian line, but camphor's a dream, but I don't think it's a realistic dream for me. There is somebody in over the east coast of Australia that has bred camphor, and he has white-eyed camphor girls, and I'm trying to buy one off him, but he won't sell to me. Viha we can't import either. They're also banned. How's the coins going, guys? Hasn't changed since the stream started. Anybody? I already asked that at the start. I've gone balls deep into the crypto, like listening to podcasts for hours at work and all that sort of jazz. So what we're allowed to import into our country, the list is very small. Um, most of the fish in Australia came in illegally. Somebody's asking about the flowerhorns. Sorry, I'm just going to reply to them. One thing I've noticed, like with people wanting to buy fish these days, is if you don't reply straight away, they like change their mind. They probably thought I was being rude. I opened the message when I first started the stream, but I didn't reply because I was trying not to use my phone while being live. But yeah, camphor, very expensive. One thing with camphor is they're expensive even worldwide, not just Australia. So if you actually watched I can't remember who did the video of the flowerhorn farm in Thailand, and he asked how much is the camphor male worth, and the guy said the fertile camphor male is priceless. He would never ever sell. So that just goes to show you how valuable they are. Maddie, how's it going? On the road. I've actually been listening to a few channels as on the road and just no video, and I find audio only sometimes is just as good. Certain channels I find you don't even need to watch, and like I really just enjoy listening to them, and it's good for them too. It means they get the hours up even when I'm driving. Yeah, so if illegal or smuggled in. Yeah, so Charles was $2,000 Australian, but before smuggling, probably only like $50 Australian. So if you are willing to illegally bring the fish in, there's lots of money to be made. But I didn't do it. I paid ridiculous amounts for the fish. GRB, how are you? How are you? Oh, I want to do some more African content, guys. I feel like there's been way too much flowerhorn content on the channel. There's been way too much flowerhorn content in my life. Like I've got lots of Africans that are holding, and I keep missing mouthfuls just because I haven't stripped them. I know for a fact there's a polystigma female holding. There's a Trophiopmapanga red female holding. There's a Mason Reef female holding. Just those three alone I should strip. I was actually going to do it yesterday, but I got sidetracked. So if you illegally bring in fish and sell them, there's pretty much just as much money as bringing in illegal drugs, but less penalties. But in my situation, I can't do it because I've got a fish room. If I get caught illegally importing, my whole fish room will get bleached, so I've got so much to lose. But if somebody with not many fish got caught importing, they would pretty much just get a slap on the wrist, I think, and a fine. But they probably already made 10 times as much as the fine anyway. They're Akara, not rams. But yeah, they're nice, hey? They're one of my favorite fish. What else is happening on the channel? I don't know, guys. I've only got a couple of weeks of work left, then I've got 2 weeks off. Should be able to make some interesting videos in my off time. Figuring out that waterfall tank. I saw somebody, was it Nathan, commented fly wire over the top. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. The guy trying to smuggle in Asian arowana. Yeah, $4,000 fine. They've probably sold $40,000 worth of arowana before they got caught. It's definitely the penalties aren't really high enough, but what do you do? If the penalties were higher, we might not have as nice of flower horns in the country. Every time I do content on the electric yellows, people think I've just oversaturated the video because one of my electric yellow males is almost orange. He's actually I was selecting my electric yellows for the darkest ones, but then I've like selected the ones that I have now from the fry, and I'm actually a bit worried that he's too dark and rich in yellow, that is almost orange. But I don't know. My goal was to go dark yellow, and I've got the dark yellow. I wouldn't say dark. I'd use the word deep. Samuel, how are you? I'm guessing you go by Sam, but I'm not sure. So, funny story. I had /bred African cichlids for about 5 years before I even brought electric yellows. They were like one of the most recent, that's a lie. They were one of the later purchases of my African collection. With electric yellows, it was kind of either source the best I can find or don't breed them at all, because they're like, that's my theory with all the common ones, is like, if I want to breed a fish that is really common, I want to breed the best of the fish I can find. I actually paid like crazy amounts. I think by the time I got them sent to me, my electric yellows for a group of 10 actually cost me like $500. I don't want to admit that on camera. But that's just what happens with me. I look for the best, and then I try to neglect the fact that the price is ridiculous. Does anybody want to buy a flower horn? No, actually, don't. So the problem I've got now is my selling tank is that 5 bay, 5 foot. And in that 5 bay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fish that are not for sale. So that doesn't make sense when your sales tank only has 1 out of 5 that is actually for sale. I don't like so I've got the 3 foot on the other side, the 12 bay. I don't like selling fish out of that tank because the divider / filter is that black sponge, and the black washes, what's the opposite to washes out? Like, it darkens the fish too much, and I just don't like the way they look in photos. So I like to move them to the blue tank before I take any photos to sell them. So yeah, I really should the coin boy, I should maybe move across to the 3 foot. I don't know. Wow, we've already hit an hour, guys. I might wrap it up. I've actually got a killer headache, believe it or not. I think I might just be dehydrated. I went to the gym and then came home and went live, and I didn't drink any water. Oh. Anyway, guys, hit the like button on your way out. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.